how to bring up siblings in a very affectionate manner. I think you must all be smiling because always there is a rivalry between siblings. What happens when the older one is getting ready for the younger one's arrival? The child is normally over enthusiastic to receive the younger one, not realizing that the younger one will be say 3 or 4 years younger than the older one forever in the life. The older one always thinks that with the onset and arrival of the sibling they are going to get a playmate. But the older one should be explained that from day one the baby is not going to play with you. It is only that we can engage the baby, but the baby will always be 3 or 4 years younger than you, depending on the age gap that is happening between the siblings. So this is point number 1. Point number 2 is the older one thinks that the mother and the father are spending more time with the younger one, especially in the initial infancy, because the child is very demanding with respect to feeding and cleaning and maintenance of hygiene. So the older one thinks that parents are doing much more activities with the younger one, whereas they are only feeding me and sending me to school, which means they are making me disappear from this venue when the parents are very affectionate with the younger one. So they become extremely inquisitive, or they become too very anxious about leaving for school, and sometimes there can be school refusal as well. So during that time it is essential that we have to make the older one understand that we have did all this for you, but how do we do that? When we are doing, say for example, nappy changing for the younger one, it is essential the older one sits beside and we will have to explain to the older one, see, this is how the napkin is tied. When I used to do it for you, you used to cooperate so well. You were completely ready to receive a napkin change. See, your junior is crying now, or the junior is not cooperating. That time the older one gets that sense of confidence that I have been the most cooperative child. So they start feeling very good and they start training the younger one to cooperate. In fact, they would be the one who would cajole the baby, come on, cooperate, it is nappy time. So when we highlight in what way the older one received all the activities that was offered in the newborn period, the older one is going to think, okay, I have had much better time. And also we can keep telling the older one that now that two are there, the time is divided, but when you were there, you were the only one, so we had all the attention on earth to you. So the older one starts believing, okay, I have had better time with my parents than the younger one. Obviously the younger one doesn't understand all this, so it is okay. But what happens, the younger one is a survivor. They have to survive the competition from day one. So that is why they would be more loud, they would be more boisterous, they would be more demanding, and they would also want a lot more attention by crying and things like that. So that time the older one will have to be impressed upon. See, the younger one is now shouting for attention, but you did not have to do all this. We gave you all the attention. So now you are there to give the attention to the younger one.